Yo guys, it's Renegade here, and welcome back to another video. Recently, as you guys would probably know, the new generation of gaming is just around the corner with the Xbox Series X, the PlayStation 5, all coming out in holiday 2020. It's an exciting time, but the question is, which one should I play? As an avid Nintendo gamer and someone who's played Nintendo their whole life. So today we are going to look at which one I should go for based on specs, games, and overall playability. So, first of all, we are going to talk about the specs. What is better about the Xbox Series X compared to the PlayStation 5, or vice versa? So, obviously there's a lot of things that go into a piece of technology and go into how it runs, how it plays, how it looks. So I have picked out the ones that would make most sense. There's obviously a lot of things like die size and GPU that they do matter, but they're just things that a lot of regular people wouldn't look at and be like, oh, that's important. It is important, but it's not a big major thing. So on the screen, we are going to have the comparison as I talk about it and go through it and what it means. So yeah, let's start this off. The Xbox Series X has a 16GB GDDR6 in its memory. Its internal storage is 1TB SSD. Its expandable storage is a 1TB expansion card. Its external storage is a USB 3.2 external HDD support. Its optical drive is 4K UHD Blu-ray, and its performance target is 4K at 60 FPS up to 120 FPS and 8K. Now that is a powerful console itself just by looking at those specs. Like, not even the best PCs don't even run at that, but that is very good. So now we're gonna look at the PS5. So the PS5 has 16GB GDDR6, same as the Xbox Series X. Its internal storage is an 825GB custom SSD, which is a bit less than the Series X. Its expandable storage is an SSD slot, so that could mean your choice rather than the 1TB expansion card that the Series X has. Its external storage is a USB external HDD support. Its optical drive is a 4K UHD Blu-ray drive, the exact same as the Series X. And its performance target is also 4K at 60 FPS up to 120 FPS and 8K. Overall, regarding specs, the Xbox Series X wins. It has Sony put a lot of weight into the speed of its SSD, and we'll have to see what that looks like in real world performance. But on paper, like in written format, the specs of the Xbox Series X do look better. Next up, I'm going to talk about the controllers of these two monster consoles. The PlayStation 5 has a new controller called the DualSense, and the Xbox Series X is just called the Xbox Series X controller at this point. Now, the controllers aren't that different to what they used to be regarding the Xbox Series X and the PS5. The older generation with the PS4 and the Xbox One, the controllers aren't that much different. They just have quicker feedback, better latency, quicker reactions, and just a sleeker design, especially with the PS5 controller. With that, I'm going to give the winner of the controller side to the PS5 because it does look really cool. It's sort of like that Eevee bot from WALL-E, or like a Tesla, like it was made by Elon Musk. Yeah, so the PS5 controller definitely looks a lot better. Next up, I want to talk about the games. Obviously, before this last week, we had no idea what kind of games are coming to these consoles. Well, we knew a little bit about the Series X, but we still don't know a lot. But with this recent PS5 live streamed video, we've got so many trailers from some crazy games coming up on the PS5. I just want to give you guys some highlights of ones I'm really looking forward to and looked really cool. First up is Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. This game looked incredible when I saw it on the trailer. I got so excited because last year's regular Spider-Man game, or the first one to this gaming franchise, was so slick. It looked really nice. It gave you the full feel of Spider-Man, and now we get a sequel continuing on with the story and giving us a perspective of Miles Morales instead. I can't wait for this game to come, and I really want to get the PS5 just to play this. There was a Ratchet & Clank sequel announced alongside with this PlayStation 5 presentation, and that looks really cool. We saw some of the gameplay and how it's going to be about jumping through rifts of time, and my god, I've never played a Ratchet & Clank game before, but this looked really cool. I definitely want to give it a go. I've never really owned a PlayStation, so I don't know that much about the past franchises and how good they are, But Hitman 3 was definitely a really big highlight of the presentation. That looked really cool. I've sort of seen a bit of Hitman on the Xbox, and I know it's a good game, but I'm really excited to see what they do with the new Hitman, especially because it's coming to the PlayStation 5. Alongside me not knowing much about older PlayStation franchises, I obviously know about Big Little Planet, and there was a new Sackboy game shown. That also looks really cool. And PlayStation decided to make a game themselves about their own little mascot with Astro's Playroom. Again, it's another cute little game that just looks really attractive to play and really clean. And it's just another big reason why the PlayStation 5 is just looking really nice. Now, I've spoken about a lot of PlayStation 5 games, but I just want to give a couple more honorable mentions. Bugsnax is a game produced by the same creators of Octodad. It looks really cool the way you're able to eat the little creature bugs and you're able to become them as you eat. It's a really cool concept and I can't wait to see where it goes. There was a game called Destruction All-Stars that also looks really nice, having the cars where you drive and you're fighting to the death but with cars, so you're trying to destroy each other. Another really cool concept. Now, based on lack of information, we can't really compare the games between the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. The only exclusive games you know about for Xbox that has a AAA title is Halo Infinite. And Halo is a huge franchise amongst console gamers. It's been around for generations. There's so many Halo games and it's a very well crafted series. Halo Infinite will probably follow that same pattern. However, it can't really carry the whole of the Xbox Series X compared to how many unique games are there for the PlayStation 5. So with that thought, you've got to give the games win to the PlayStation 5. Now last but not least, we've got to look at the hardware. The Xbox Series X looks like some kind of standing mini fridge, and it hits a clean design. It kind of looks like a smaller PC, and it looks a lot more unique compared to its old generations. Whereas the PlayStation 5, people have said it looks like a router, but I think it just looks really cool. Again, it sort of looks like that Eevee bot from Wall-E, and like it came from a Tesla. But I also found it really cool that they're planning on releasing it with a headset, a HD camera, and a media controller, so you can control your media with like Disney Plus and YouTube, etc. I found it really cool that they're releasing all those lines of products alongside the PlayStation 5, and it makes me want to get the PlayStation 5 a lot more for those added accessories to give you a lot more playability. Now, I've got to make my final selection now of whether I'm picking the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5. You've probably guessed already based on how much I've talked up about it, but I'm going with the PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 just looks way more attractive to me. It looks clean, it has blue colors, and I really like blue. Its games look really cool, and they really outdid themselves with the presentation they did. Be sure to leave a comment down below though of which one you want to pick based on all these details I've given you. Now thank you guys for watching this video. Give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit 500 by the end of the year, so if you guys can help me get there, it'd be really appreciated. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Stick around for more content in the future. I've got loads of ideas piling up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I got millions on my mind, still I get so anxious, and I can't help me. Got my feelings on the line, and I